topic on cell division. Cell is a basic unit of life. That means all the organisms are made up of cell only. Based on the number of cells, organisms are two types. First one is the unicellular organism. The second one is the multicellular organism. Unicellular organism is made up of only one cell. So all the processes are occurred in this cell only. Then the second one is the multicellular organism. Multicellular organism are made up of more than one cell. These cells can be going to damaged due to some natural reasons or some accidental cases. In case of the unicellular organism, the cells like amoeba, the cell division is occurred in the reproduction time. Then in the cell division is a sequential unit. That means the cell division is occurred in the nuclear material. The cell division is occurred in equal divisions are occurred in the nuclear material, that is DNA or RNA. Along with this, the cell organelles, all the cell organelles and along with the cytoplasm also, the cell division is occurred by equal division. So, the sequential unit is very important in the cell division. Then comes to the cell cycle. Where it is occurred, the cell division where it is occurred. The cell division is occurred in based on the cell type. That means in the unicellular organism, the cell division is occurred in the reproduction process. Whereas in the multicellular organism, the cell division is occurred in during the growth. So, the cell division is responsible for the growth of the cell. That means growth of the organism in the multicellular organisms. Next comes to the cell cycle. Cell cycle, if we can assume that one cell is going to divide to form the two daughter cells. These two daughter cells are immediately going to divide? No. It cannot be going for the division. These two daughter cells can pass through a sequential changes. After these sequential changes, it can goes to the cell division to form the four daughter cells. That means the cell cycle is gap between the first cell division to next cell division, or we can call as a period between the first cell division to the second cell division. So, cell cycle is again have two phases, that is interphase and cell division. First we can go to the interphase. Interphase means inter means between. So the phases is in between the two cell divisions. First of all, the scientists discovered that this interphase is a resting phase because of the examination are observed in the nucleus with the help of the light microscope. After the invention of the electron microscope, after the discoveries of the science, they revealed that this interphase is not a resting phase, it is a preparative phase for the cell division. How much time is required for the cell division and how much time is required for the interphase? Now we can see that one. The cell division, it is taken place based on the cell type, environmental factors and temperature. The cell division is taken place. For some cells it can take place 20 minutes. For some cases it can take for 2 to 3 hours. Comes to the interphase. Interphase can occur 21 hours. The resting of the time period is 21 hours. It is taking place for interphase. Then interphase again have three phases. They are G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. First comes to the G1 phase. G1 phase is also called as gap phase or prosynthetic phase or pre-mitotic phase. Why we can call as this G1 phase as a pre-synthetic phase or post-mitotic phase? First we can go to the pre-synthetic phase. Pre-synthetic means after this phase the DNA is going to synthesize. So it is called as pre-synthetic phase. Then comes to the pre-mitotic phase, means after the G1 phase, it is going to the mitotic phase. Then comes to, in this G1 phase, what is happening now? The nucleotides, what are the requirements, what are the biochemical requirements for the DNA replication are synthesized in the G1 phase. That means the nucleotides, proteins, amino acids, enzymes, all are synthesized in the G1 phase. Next comes to the G2 phase. Comes to the S phase. S phase is called as synthetic phase. That means in this the DNA is going to replicate. That means the DNA is doubled. So once come to the G1 phase, in some cases the cells are returned back to the G0 phase. That means after entering into the G1 phase, some cells are returned back to the G0 phase. In case of the skin cells, this may occur. In the G0 phase means what is happening now? In the G0 phase, the cells are not going for division. They are in the resting phase. That means they are going to mature and they can fix to form the tissues. So in some cases, nerve cells and cardiac cells, they cannot go for the G0 phase. Once they reach the G1 phase, they cannot return back to the G0 phase. Then the last stage is the G2 phase. The G2 phase also called as gap 2 phase or pre-synthetic phase or post-mitotic phase. Why it is again called as post-synthetic phase means after the DNA synthesis, this phase is going to occur. Then in this G2 phase, the tubulins are formed. What are the tubulins? Tubulins means nothing but proteins which are responsible for the formation of cell division apparatus. After the G2 phase, the cell is going to the cell division.